I want to talk about a couple of things about this AI announcement this week. But first, I want to talk about Weldon Hurt. Weldon Hurt is the mayor of Abilene, Texas, population roughly 130,000. And he is a very hardworking guy. He's been on the city council a long time. He's the 25-year owner and operator of Pest Patrol, an extermination business there. He wants to improve the road conditions in Abilene. He wants to improve the ties to the Air Force Base. He wants to improve tourism. He is now the first recipient as mayor of a huge data processing center that is funded by this new thing called Stargate that was announced at the White House on Tuesday. And he's told the AP a funny quote. He said he's excited about it, but he also said, it's bigger than we expected. In fact, it's 3 times bigger than we expected. My news for Mayor Hurt and all the other mayors like him is there is a ton of this about to come your way. So I go on and on about this whole project and what I think it means at theripcurrent.com. And you can hear, me go on and on there. You can read all about it. And the comparison to Taiwan, which did an incredible job of creating a sort of national infrastructure for technology. But I'm not going to spend most of my time on this. I will just point out some characters here. So here's President Trump. There's Chairman of Oracle, Larry Ellison. This is CEO of SoftBank, Masayoshi Son. Here's Sam Altman. I'm just going to rattle off some funny things about this whole thing. So Son is famous. He was literally in the Guinness Book of World Records for having lost the most amount of money ever when he bet wrong on the internet boom in the 2000s. He's also famous for having overrode the objections of his lieutenants and given a huge amount of money, billions, to WeWork, which you'll know probably, went on to set that money on fire. His record for having lost the most amount of money ever was eclipsed recently only by one man, and that, I bet you can guess, is Elon Musk. Elon Musk, seeing Sam Altman of OpenAI and these two get all this credit from Trump. Trump referred to Altman as the smartest guy on this stuff from what I've read. That's how he talked about it. Musk, also probably read on the OpenAI site that the announcement about Stargate, which says that Stargate is going to invest $500 billion in OpenAI's an infrastructure for OpenAI. That must have made Musk crazy. He's got his own $50 billion AI company, and so it must make him nuts. And so he got into a whole Twitter war with Altman about it, calling him a liar, pointing out tweets that Altman has made criticizing Trump in the past. And Altman tried to kind of placate him for a second, but then said, just some more mean tweets, and then perhaps you'll love yourself. No one's funny on Twitter who isn't funny on Twitter. So I don't know why anybody tries. I'm not funny on Twitter. I just don't understand it. And he also felt compelled to write a apologetic tweet for his past negative views about Trump, in which Altman said, now having observed POTUS up close, I've changed my perspective. I wish I hadn't fallen into the trap of the NPCs, which is a derogatory term used in tech for people who do not have any power. It's a video game term for non-player character. I considered calling the Rip Current NPC at one point, but I decided it was too wonky. But it's amazing to see him refer to this way. All of this is just sort of background. I just want to nerd out on the one thing that is just petty, and I'm just feeling petty, and so this is what I'm going to get into. They're calling the thing Stargate. And this is the Stargate project. And I'm presuming that they are naming it after the movie and the TV show. And I want to point out that this is part of a long history of people in tech taking inspiration from movies, typically, that they clearly haven't watched, or at least haven't watched with other people who could help them understand what it really means. So Musk, once upon a time, talked in a CNBC interview about how much he admires Inigo Montoya from The Princess Bride for his single-handed vengeance, mission to avenge his father. And he didn't clearly understand that that character is an empty vessel, an empty shell. And once he finishes his task, he doesn't know what to do with himself. And Mandy Patinkin, who portrayed Montoya, famously tweeted back at Musk, I do not think it means what you think it means. Brilliant. Altman approached Scarlett Johansson, according to Johansson, in a lawsuit she filed, to be the voice of his chatbot for OpenAI because he really just liked the idea that, presumably, right, because she was in the movie Her, that would be a good move to make her voice the voice of the AI, one of the voices of the AI chatbot. Here's the problem, right? I mean, the thing is, right, it's totally inappropriate because that movie is all about the emptiness of not being able to sort of connect with people in a technologically fueled world. Doesn't matter. Johansson said, no, don't use my voice. He used one that sounded eerily like hers anyway, and she sued him. And now Stargate. So Stargate, if you didn't watch it, right, it's this show, 213 episodes of which are about this idea. So an alien technology has been found on Earth that is a portal, a Stargate, that leads to an alien world such that humans can instantaneously be transported there. And amazing, incredible. And you can imagine in the meetings how excited everybody got about that idea. Stargate, amazing. Like, wow, how fantastic. You know, it's instantaneous travel and revolutionizes everything. Let's name it after that. Good idea. But anybody who actually watched that show would tell you that, in fact, the whole thing that moves that plot forward is that that technology is, in fact, used by an insufferable race of aliens who consider themselves gods and the rest of us chattel, and they use it literally to grab and transport slave labor across the universe. And we, the humans, spend those 213 episodes of television fighting back against the superior technology and horrific power hunger of that alien tribe. I just think they could have brought that up at the branding meeting. I think somebody could have made that point. You know what I mean? So anyway, all of this, again, you can read at theripcurrent.com. I have a whole comparison about how, you know, there's one way to use presidential authority to get an industry off the ground, but these characters getting this kind of imprimatur, I don't know, it's dispiriting. So I'm grabbing onto the petty stuff in the meantime. And that's all I have to say about that. Thanks.